Frozen Banshee is one of the best poisoner in Raid Shadow Legends. She comes from the Undead Hordes faction and she can be used all the way to the end game. She is the best for the poisoner role in both Dragon and Clan Boss. In this video, we'll talk about her best builds and her masteries. Alright, the word Banshee should not be replaced or mistaken for this other champion Banshee. She is different and she is frozen, so do not go and build the wrong one. That's why we need to show you this. Her best skill is the A1, which drops 2 poisons on the enemy. It has a 80% chance of dropping the poisons on the enemy, but when you book it with duplicates or with rare books, it can become 100% chance of always placing that poison on the enemy. But for her to place those poisons, she has a condition. There must be poison sensitivity, a little spiderling debuff like this that she will place on the enemy first. If there is no debuff poison sensitivity on the enemy, this A1 will not place poison. That is where a condition that makes her less viable for some parts of the game and makes other champions who place poison without a condition more viable. Her A2 skill is not quite popular. Sometimes she even skips it in the entire battle. It boosts her turn meter while doing more damage than even the A1 skill, according to what I've seen in the numbers. She's best paired with Gravechill Killer in the early game. They all have weird names because they are all from the Undead Hordes, and according to the name Banshee in the Irish folk tale, it means a spirit that wails and screams when a family member is about to die. That's according to the lore. So Gravechill Killer places a poison sensitivity for her, and if you put them together with Gravechill Killer poison sensitivity, and then Frozen Banshee can focus on just placing poisons. I wouldn't recommend you put Gravechill Killer up to level 60 because she will finally fall off and you'll find other people to use in the game for her place in the role of the clan boss. So that's from the index. Let's go to our champion builds and see how I built her for my runs. Where am I going? No. Champions. My Frozen Banshee has been used from day 1 up till now in the end game. Even today I used her in my clan boss. Today I even use her in my dragon runs. So this is not a champion you just use and forget about after a time. She doesn't expire. Because she is best known for the clan boss, and everybody in the clan boss needs a lot of healing because of all the damage that the clan boss deals, it's essential that you put this champion in a lifesteal set. I don't think there's any other way to make this champion survive the hits than healing herself while she hits the clan boss back again. She requires a lot of accuracy to do damage, to place her debuff, because she has poison sensitivity and she has poisons to place. If you don't have a lot of accuracy on this champion, she will not be able to place those 2 important debuffs that she's there for in the game. So that's why you see it's essential to have her in an accuracy banner. I currently have her in over 250 accuracy because this is the end game build and this is a build for the Ultra Nightmare clan boss. Now if you're wondering what about the accuracy for the brutal and normal and nightmare stages, I'll put a picture right here. You can pause and view the accuracies required for all those stages in the clan boss. Now I currently have her in some also speed set to meet the required speed for the clan boss, so she can go 1-on-1 for the clan boss speed also. I don't think this build is complicated. If you want to see my other artifacts right here and accessories, I currently have defense and defense on the chest, and also defense on the amulet, on the gauntlet Speed boots. I currently have a lot of substats that have defense and HP. That's what I was looking for, HP, because she has a base HP of 14,700 and currently it's over 30,000 HP I was able to get her up to, which is really good. For defense, I currently have over 2,000 Let's look at the totals right there. 3,800, 37,000 HP. Her damage is based off attack, but this 2,000, 3,000 attack won't really help her. What you need to help her heal up with her, what do you call this? The lifesteal set is her Masteries. Now, so if you go through her Masteries, you currently see her using this War Master Masteries. This is how she's able to hit the clan boss and recover her health. And if you don't have her in tier 6 Masteries, she might not be able to survive the hits from the clan boss. That is important to make sure this champion must be 6-star. This is not a champion that works best in 5-star. That's what I'm saying. This build right here works for people who have a what do you call this champion now? A counter-attack champion. If you have a counter-attack champion, this is the build for you. This is the Masteries for you. If you do not have a counter-attack champion, I will recommend you come to the defense 3. The offense 3 is important, I already said that. But now, if you do not have a counter-attack champion, I would recommend you come to the defense 3 and go down how you normally would go, but you're ending with this retribution. Has a 50% chance to counter-attack when this champion loses 25% of their max HP. So you know when she counter-attacks, she's going to place 2 more poison debuffs on the clan boss or the dragon, wherever you're using her. So that's why this is important for those who do not have a counter-attack, and it will help her heal up whatever damage has just been dealt to her. You can also choose this one, has a 20% chance to counter-attack an enemy when they apply a stun. So if the clan boss stuns somebody, or if the dragon places his okay, it doesn't do fear or sleep, but for the stun for the clan boss, she's gonna take a hit for somebody taking a stun. But if you have a counter attack champion, this is important for her. Has a 30% chance of extending the duration of any debuff. So remember, her poison and the other debuff can be extended by an extra turn if you select this Mastery 3. So that is important. Remember, this is for counter attack champions. If you do not have a counter attack, please go down the defense 3 and select this skill. So you place more poison and fill up the poison bar from Frozen Banshee. She is often used or compared with Occult Brawler, but you cannot compare these two because she is a rare champion and he is a epic champion. She is magic affinity, he is spirit affinity. So it's not quite fair to compare both of them, but they do similar amount of poison. She has a skill which kind of increases the poison damage sensitivity, and sometimes Occult Brawler will not be able to fill up the poison bar, but sometimes Frozen Banshee guarantees that the poison bar will be filled up when she takes a turn, especially in a counter-attack team. Another person they are always compared with is Aota. That's another accessible poisoner. He places 4 poisons at a time, and that's his best skill, and is a 3-turn cooldown. So sometimes he's often compared with them, but I don't like to compare these champions because he is force, while the other is spirit and the other is magic. They cannot all be used on the same boss. That's what I'm saying. They have their specific places where you use them. So there is nothing wrong with you building a Frozen Banshee, building an Occult Brawler, and building a force poisoner. I have all the force poisoners and spirit and magic that I need for every part of the game. So that's about that. No one is better than the other. That's what I'm trying to say. Frozen Banshee will take you all the way to the end of the game. Now, where do you use Frozen Banshee? If I go to my clan boss, which is the best place to use her, you can see today I already have a nightmare run where you see Frozen Banshee clearly listed there, one of the champions that I use as my default poisoner for this clan boss team. And you can see 35,000. I usually deal up to 45 million damage on this nightmare run, but I wasn't looking. I don't know what went wrong and it failed, I guess. Also for Ultra Nightmare, she's in my team when the affinity changes to spirit, and you find that in a lot of unkillable teams also doing the work of a poisoner. Alright, for dungeons, she's best known for her role in the dragon, because the best way to get the dragon down is with poison. So whether it's from, of course she will not do well in the negative affinity ones, but for dragon 20 you can see she's just the right affinity and she's not negative affinity, therefore she's my default poisoner for this stage. Although I can run dragon 24 and 25, she's not a positive affinity for 25. That's why I choose to run dragon 24 and she's still in my team for 24. I'm not going to do the runs because it will take a while, but that's the way the team looks. You have a bunch of people who will take care of the waves. Frozen Banshee really doesn't help much in the waves. Remember, she doesn't do her A2 skill much, because that's will be something she can help to boost the turn meter of everybody, but she doesn't use it a lot. So another place that you can use her in the game is Ice Golem's Peak. The best way to also take down this boss is with poison damage, at least for the later levels of the game. And you can see I don't have Frozen Banshee on this team because I need people who can block the revive of those two ads. He always responds. So that's what my team looks like for the Ice Golem's Peak. I do not use Frozen Banshee here, but she will serve you well here for taking down the boss with her poison. If you don't have this type of people that can block the revive, you can always bring in an Amiga in place of these two charms and somebody who can really block the revive, because those two ads respawning is one of the ways that you can fail that run. And so that will also work if you want to use a Frozen Banshee. Also, you can use her as the lead if you don't have enough accuracy. Now, for early game players who are looking for the best way to get accuracy, in case you don't know, it's by using your materials you get from where do you get it from? Doom Tower, right? Faction Wars. So do your Faction Wars, basically, that's what I'm saying, and from Arena. And you craft Perception. This is the best sets. Let me just craft one so you see what I'm talking about. This is the set you need for early game who are trying to do the minimum damage for the clan boss. Perception will serve you, because at the early game you do not have all the best artifacts from, where do you call this stage? Vladimir Strat. So it's kind of hard to get your first lifesteal set complete. So if you're trying to get your accuracy, you're not beating the spider yet, and you don't have enough accuracy to deal Frozen Banshees poisons, this is the set you need. You just get it from the forge, and then you get your first accuracy sets you need to actually place her poisons. I don't think I'm missing anything else. I don't think that's all I think I need to talk about Frozen Banshee. If you have any questions about this champion, my Discord is always open. The comments below is open and I'll be available to answer you. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. My name is Big5D and I'm out.